Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, family? It's your man, the True Elohim, coming back at y'all, finishing up the first video that I did. My phone shut off on me, so this just a little continuation. So I'm gonna pick up where I left off on this video right here. But yeah, as I was saying, black people have always needed a reason or desired a reason to feel better than each other. Black people, they could never, for some reason, they just could never live in harmony with each other since the beginning of time, you know? Because like I said on my first video, there was a time when I believed that all white people were the devil and, they were just all out to get us. But until I did my research and came to find out that, white people didn't even start slavery. We did, you know? And black people just find every reason that they can possibly find to hurt and kill each other and to screw each other over, you know? Black people kill each other over pretty much everything. Black people kill each other over jealousy, envy, hatred, greed, drugs, money, gang affiliation, even dick and pussy, you know? Black people are always, always competing with each other. They always feel the need to, compete with each other and try to outdo each other and try to, place themselves above one another. It started off with dark skin versus light skin. Now it's Crip versus blood, you know? Even on a job. I've even had a conversation. I even had this conversation with a like-minded former coworker who felt the same way I feel. And he actually said this to me. He said, when you look at when you look at the white communities and you look at the white communities, what are they doing? They talking with each other. They're laughing with each other. They buying each other coffee. They're carrying them. They're acting like civilized human beings. But when you look over to the black community, what's going on? Gang banging. Oh, nigga, fuck you, fuck your bitch. Shooting each other, stabbing each other, just thinking and acting like animals. Black people just, we're just thinking and acting like animals. And we think that this shit is cool, you know? And it's like it's so, it's so crazy to the point where, you can't even be nice to black people. It's like you always have to have your guard up around your own people because you never know what the fuck they might try if they feel that they can get away with it. Even at your job. You got other black people on, you got black people that you work with. I see it all the time. As soon as you mess up, what they do, they run back and report. I like calling them corporate Sambos because every time they see you make a mistake, they like to run back and report to the slave master. Everybody like calling them Uncle Tom, but in fact, Uncle Tom was actually in fact the one who helped the slaves escape. It was Sambo that was a snitch and ran back to the slave master and told him the slaves were trying to escape. But yeah, so that's why I like calling, I like calling them corporate Sambos because they like loyal slave masters, They always trying to snitch on you and report you and try to get you cut down so they can look good in front of their damn white boss, It's like you deal with them everywhere, And it's like, when I see things like interracial couples and, black women and black men always fighting and arguing about, talking about, black men dating white women and black women dating white men. And even though I know that, I know the scientific explanation to why, we shouldn't mix our seed with the Caucasians or any other race but our own. When I look at the shit that goes on in the black community, it's like part of me just kind of feels like, I really can't blame them. you know? Because like I said, what are you to do when your own when you are perceived in the eyes of your own woman, of your own women as boring and lame and irrelevant when you don't claim to be about that life, you know? And it's crazy when you think about how black women will, when they get they white men, they expect for everybody to celebrate them and to support them and cheer them on. But and even other black women will come and show them love and be happy for them for being with their white men. They don't seem to have a problem with them, but it just seems like every time a black man gets with a white woman, black women have a serious problem with it. It just eats away at their souls. And for example, you look at Kobe Bryant, even look at this Kobe Bryant situation. Even though I don't, like I'm always saying, I don't follow these celebrities because they're not real people anyway. But I just use this as a demonstration of how rotten and low down, how grimy and low down the state of mind that a lot of black people is, you know. Even in death, they still don't respect you. Even it don't matter how great the legacy that you leave behind on this earth is. You know, if if you don't live up to the standards of, what, of most black people, quote unquote black people anyway, want you to live up to, then they just don't respect you. Even in death, they still debase your name. Even in death, they still trying to tarnish your image. And it's just absolutely disgusting. And it's crazy how, black women, some black women, they'll get upset when they see a black man holding hands with a white woman. But it just kind of makes me feel like, how can you be upset? How can you feel as though you have a right to be upset with me for being with a white woman when I've always tried pouring my heart out to you, and in return, you've always given me shit. You've always treated me like shit, like I wasn't shit to you. You've always, try to make me feel as though I wasn't good enough for you. I wasn't, like you were out of my league because I wasn't thug enough. I wasn't hood enough. I wasn't hard enough. You know, and now that you see me holding hands with a white woman, now it makes you feel some type of way. You know, how can you, how, what makes you feel as though you have the right to even pass judgment? You know, it's just crazy. And yeah, man, it's like I said, it's like you always have to have your guard up around black people because it's like you don't know what they might try to do when they think that they can get away with it. And when I think about about these Caucasians dying off, all the other races, they're starting to die off, and that second son is coming in. I just find myself thinking, trying to imagine what is the hell is gonna be when it's just us left here. Am I really ready for it? Cause I mean, shit is about to get real. And it's like I'm always saying, it's tough to be an intelligent black man because, you think you have it rough when you're an intelligent. I mean, we always have it rough, but you think you have it rough when you're not yet woke, and you think that white man is the devil. You think that white man is always out to get you. But when you don't realize that after you wake up, that's when the real fight is going to start to begin. Because now that you've become awoke, now that you've opened your third eye, now that you know what's really going on, we are faced with I'm saying every day we wake up is a war. Every new day we wake up to see we are in a fight. We're in a war. Because now, not only are we faced with the racism and the prejudiceness of other races, but also the ignorance and stupidity of the people that look just like us, you know? And yeah, man, I just wanted to go ahead and get that off my chest real quick. But hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.